Yeah, this is a COVID-19 telling you that you gotta have a mask or something, I guess. Oh, without an appointment. So this is a Coeur d'Alene office. Oh, there's the FBI number there. So this is a Coeur d'Alene field office, I believe. And they've got it locked up. Appears to be, there's old Ray. I don't know if you guys can see in there. Christopher Ray. This place may be closed. They have a metal detector there, but no security. And I can see cameras. So you have to have an appointment to get in here. They're hiding behind locked doors. Kind of makes you wonder what the country's come to now, isn't it? We've got Washington. I don't know how to keep this screen on, so I have no idea what I'm taking a picture of, really. I'm trying to learn this camera. I'm anxious to get out here and do some work. And I really need to sit down sometime and learn the tradecraft more. Not much. No, thanks anyway.
Can I help you?
No, appreciate it though.
What are you up to?
Well, just taking pictures.
Why are you taking pictures?
No, it's just for pleasure.
For pleasure?
Yeah.
What are you going to do with it?
Well, whatever I can. Put it on the internet, maybe.
Why would you want to do that?
Well,
For what reason?
maybe go viral.
Of our parking lot?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
What's
that.
your name?
What's your name?
I don't answer questions. What's your name?
You don't answer questions.
Are you a public employee?
Am I a public employee?
Are you a public servant?
I am.
Aren't you required to identify?
I'd like to ask you your name first, sir.
Well, since I don't have to answer your question, and you do have to answer mine, why don't we start there?
I don't have to answer your question, first off.
So you don't have to identify?
I don't have to answer your questions, no.
Okay.
But I would like to know why you're on this property and taking... Those are private vehicles.
Is
Those
this
aren't
public
government
property?
vehicles. Those aren't government vehicles,
Is
so
this-
why are you taking pictures of
Is
them?
this public property?
Are you just here to provoke stuff? Is that what you're doing?
I mean, I hate that you feel provoked. I hate that the state of this country's come to this.
The state of the country?
This is a constitutionally protected, yes. This is a constitutionally protected activity, and you're getting a big hard-on about it. What's up,
I'm not getting a
what's
big
up with
hard
that?
I'm asking you a question as to why you're
The
here.
problem
What's your
is
name?
just because I'm not going to tell you that. You know that. Just because you can, should you? Just because you can doesn't mean you should. I think is the what we're trying to bring up here.
It just seems like you're trying to provoke
that's your
stuff.
opinion, though. What I should or what I can't.
Yeah, it is your opinion.
No, you're saying that I have the right, but should I exercise the right? I say rights are like muscles. If you don't exercise them, they'll get flabby. People like you, tyrants, are going to come out here and try to squash me.
We have
I'm a
opinions with that
tyrant,
as
really.
well.
Well,
I came out and asked you why you're taking photographs of
And I
private
told you.
people's vehicles.
And I told you.
If I came to your residence and I took
Is this your
photographs-
residence? That's apples and oranges.
It's really not. It's really not. A
It is.
private vehicle that's parked here, like you said, in a public area, why would someone care about a private vehicle that's parked in a public area?
If we stood on the road and took
Anything
pictures
that
of your
I
car
can
in your
see,
driveway,
anything that I can see, I can film.
yeah, because there's not
fair.
a.
That's my right.
No, that's your right.
Okay?
Yeah.
But the reason that you said was to put it on the internet, what would that purpose be?
No, I didn't say I was going to put it on there. I said
did say
it
that.
could be one.
No, you did
I
say
said
that.
no, I didn't say that. It's all on video.
It is, and
It's
when
all
you put it
video.
on there and it says,
I
yes,
said
I'm going to
maybe,
put it on the internet.
maybe. Well, now I'm thinking more seriously about it.
Sir, I
Is
came
that
out to ask you
illegal?
a question
Is that illegal?
as to what you're doing.
Is that
because
illegal?
it looks suspicious.
Is it illegal to put it on the internet?
I came out to, no, it's not.
Okay.
I came out to ask you about it because it looks suspicious.
Well, you've asked, I've answered.
I guess the question is what
And
what
you guys
the goal
are
is.
dismissed,
If you want to,
really.
if you want to have a normal conversation, just what the goal is. That's all we're asking.
I don't want to talk to you. I don't even know why you come out here and jack me like this.
And Jackie, we're two normal guys just having a conversation with you.
I don't think so, buddy. What's your name, normal guy?
I'm not going to tell you.
All right,
Camo
normal guy.
If you
What's
do
all about
realize-
you? Normal guy.
realize-
Hey, normal guy.
It's a
What's your
beautiful
name,
river
bud?
Do
right
you
down the
also
road.
believe that it looks suspicious when you come out here and you're taking photographs of
Is
people's
suspicion,
cars?
is
Exactly
suspicion
what
a
you wanted.
misdemeanor or a felony?
No, it's neither. It's neither.
Okay.
You're free to do it, sir.
All right.
But you really shouldn't be upset when I ask you a question.
You would do the
I'm
same
not
thing
upset.
if
So
we were
now you're
standing on
trying
the
to accuse me of
sidewalk
being
taking a
upset, so
picture
I'm
of
going
your
to
car in
back
your
off.
house.
And you guys need to de-escalate. Calm down. Nobody's upset. I'm out here filming, bud. That's
We're
it.
not escalating. Well, you can't de-escalate something that's not escalated.
Well, this is a nice car here. Is this your car?
Doesn't matter.
Regular guy. Hey, regular guy. Is this your car?
What difference does it make?
Where's your car, Camel Guy?
I
Why are you
don't,
covering
I don't
your
answer
face?
questions.
What's that?
You need a reasonable answer to answer questions. So I think that's where the rub is. Smile. Thanks.
Yeah, I can FOIA request that. Is that your personal phone or is that issued to you?
I don't answer questions.
All right, well, don't erase it. It'll be a crime.
Why's that?
Because I'm going to make a FOIA request and get that. All your personal information, everything.
But you can't do that.
That was a big mistake, bud.
I
You
don't
can't do
know
a
if I
FOIA
agree
unless
with
you
that.
identify yourself,
See,
sir.
that's opinion,
That's
right?
public information. Nope.
It's not. You
No.
have to identify yourself.
No, I got it.
If
See-
you want anything related to you,
All right, bud.
you have to identify yourself.
It's all on film. Don't erase that. It's a felony.
No, that's not accurate, but okay.
Oh, now you're a lawyer? You're a lawyer?
You said this.
Are you an attorney?
Public, right? I can take a picture.
Are you an attorney, bud? Normal guy?
I can take a picture wherever I want.
Are you an attorney, sir?
I don't answer questions.
Sir, I'm willing to have a reasonable conversation.
Are you not entertained?
Am I entertained?
Didn't I make your day today or what?
Dude, I have so many more important things to do. than
Okay,
deal
well, get
with the
busy,
crowd.
man. Go do your job.
Everyone wants to argue with you.
Stop jacking the citizens and go do your job. You see any crimes going on?
Yeah, you know what? People, when they want to break into cars, they have to look and see if there's anything inside them that they have any desire to take, right? So if I don't want somebody to break in my car because I see them looking into it and filming what's inside,
People look in
nothing
cars-
says I can't
people
sit out
look in
here and
cars
challenge
for-
somebody on why they're looking into cars.
Are you trying to make what I'm doing into a crime?
What are you talking about?
That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to to make it become a crime.
No. I'm giving you a reason why I might be interested in why you're doing what
If
you're
you
doing.
think a crime going on right now, you should stop it.
I never said there was a crime.
Okay, then what are you talking about?
Well, if you stop for a second and listen, I'm saying what you're doing has elicited my interest. That's why we're out here talking to you. We're not saying you're doing anything wrong.
Okay, well, I'll tell you this. I don't have any nefarious. No, what I say doesn't matter to you anyway. But I don't have no nefarious intentions.
I don't know that, and I don't know
I'm just out here filming whatever I think's cool.
Okay, well that requires for me to trust that you're being honest with me, and I don't. So
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, if somebody's looking into my car, I don't trust
That's
anybody.
What I mean about answering questions. It doesn't matter what I say.
Yeah, most people don't have
a
business. Don't have business looking into my car because it's not their car.
If there's a legitimate concern, I would love to help you out with it. I really would. But if you're going to be unreasonable,
well, I mean, the first thing I was wondering was, what in the world is this like fence you guys got going around here and all these cameras and stuff?
Well, you could have knocked on the door and asked to have a conversation with somebody.
Well, I mean, it says right there you got to have an appointment.
You don't. You could have rang the doorbell, and I would have come to the door, and I would have sat down and had a conversation with you.
Really?
And absolutely.
So you want to sit down and have a conversation?
Yes, let's.
Really?
Yes, sir.
There's a warm office in there. Or a warm room that you can sit
I don't know if I want to do that.
Okay, you're not in trouble. But
let me go over there and look in your dumpster for a second, and then let me think about that a second, okay? Because that's very tempting.
I'll have a
It's just I'm outnumbered here, man, and this camera goes off. You guys can make shit up. You know what I mean?
That's not accurate, sir.
I mean, anybody can make anything up about anything if that's the position you're in.
I'll tell you what, for today, I want to keep this outside. I'm feeling kind of nervous about the way you guys rolled up on me. But I am interested in doing an interview.
Okay.
And so I imagine that your commander's probably going to tell you that's not a good idea. I don't know.
No, sir. What we do is talk to you for a living. I don't have a problem.
Are you public relations?
I don't have a problem having a conversation.
Are you public relations?
No, sir. I would like it to be a reasonable conversation. But when someone shows up and they're taking pictures of these are private vehicles. These are not government vehicles. And when I see someone do that, I'm naturally curious, okay? I'm not accusing you of a crime. I'm not trying to provoke any type of thing. It's a simple question. Why are you taking pictures of a private person's vehicle? Because it does look suspicious. And that simple question is not intended to provoke anything, or get you riled up. It's a simple question, sir.
Right.
That's it.
Right. Okay, I think the vehicles are cool. I'm going to take pictures of them because I can. Okay, now listen, let me say something. Okay. You sit there, I'll let you have your rant. Now listen to me. Doesn't matter what I say. This conversation that you're talking about is going to be you trying to get information from me that I don't want to give to you.
That's fair.
Okay? It's not going to be about like a normal man conversation going on there. I know what's up, dude. Listen, I know what's up.
No, you.
So what I'm more interested in, rather than a conversation, which is really an interrogation, it's kind of hidden.
Sir. That's not the way.
What I'm interested in is an interview.
Yeah.
Okay, I'd like to ask some questions and see how many you want to answer, and then you're going to realize what's going on here.
I'm going to realize
by your either refusal or your feeling that you can't answer the questions I have to ask.
That's fair.
Okay, so you sat here and asked me questions, and I said I don't answer questions. Right?
That's a pretty rude response. Would you say so? I mean, if I really, I
don't answer questions, sir. Okay, I don't answer. With all due respect, I don't answer questions.
That's not the way that it works.
It is the way it works.
If you want to have a reasonable conversation with somebody, you don't start the conversation by saying, I don't do that, right?
Okay, first question, are you law enforcement?
Yes.
Okay, so do you understand now how I can't have a normal conversation?
That's not
true. Do you want to go
sir.
out to dinner, man? You want to go have some sushi?
Sir, would you like a cup of coffee? I'll take you to Starbucks right now.
Is that a fact?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to jam you up, sir.
Yeah,
I
we're
had
against
a
you.
simple question about why
Right.
you're taking video of somebody's car. That's a simple question. I'm
If
not
you-
trying to accuse you of anything or start some kind of argument. You would have to understand and respect the fact that seeing someone walking with a camera, videotaping cars, is suspicious behavior. Would you not agree with that?
If
Well, it
you walked
depends
out
on
of
who you
Walmart
are. If
with
you're a
your-
law enforcement officer, probably so.
If you saw
you-
that in any parking
If you're
lot,
if you're
in
looking
any
at
parking
if you're
lot.
looking at things through a law enforcement
No, sir. If you're in Petco,
eyeglasses,
if you're at Petco and you see a guy walking through the parking lot at Petco and he's doing this to everybody's car, would you not feel that that's a little bit?
well, you're not a feelings protection officer. You're a law enforcement.
No.
So
Yeah,
No, the
let's-
question was, would you?
So
think
what you
it's
should
worth
be
noting?
looking at things. So what I would, this is how I would think about that. Is, yeah, that's kind of weird, but I see a lot of weird stuff, and I'm not a law enforcement officer, so unless I see
How
a
about
law
this? How
being
about this?
broken, I ain't going to call
But
911.
if you walked out of Petco and somebody was at your car, regardless of the state of the car, the plate or whatever, is in your window looking at the things, filming the stuff inside your car, it wouldn't elicit a response into you
Sure it
inside you
would.
where you're
Sure
like,
it
I
would.
need to figure
Sure,
out what
Sure
that guy
would, but those
that
are
guy-
feelings.
Would you
We're
say it
not
warrants a
into
question?
feelings, okay? Are you out here for feelings?
But
Sir,
I'm not a
would you say it-
robot
would
either.
you say
I'm
it warrants a
having
Right,
a reasonable
right.
conversation about why you're doing what you're doing.
Right.
Do you not think that that's an appropriate question for us to ask?
You got a business card?
It's inside.
Okay.
do you
Well, I
think
need a
that's-
business card from both of
Do you
you.
think that that's not an
would you say it
appropriate
warrants a
question for us to
question,
ask?
If you
Is it,
came out
let's
of
get
Petco,
let's get back to this. I understand where you're coming from. Okay.
Doesn't seem
I
like
just
it,
don't
though.
agree with it. So let's just disagree.
I think that
Okay.
you do agree. I just don't think you want to admit
No,
it.
no,
You would talk to that
I
guy.
agree that you have these feelings. I agree
No,
with it,
yeah,
and I know why
sir.
you have them.
You're being
talk to
unreasonable.
somebody
You realize
looking
that.
in
If you're
No,
at
see,
Petco,
no, I don't like those kind of
sir,
words.
if you came out
Unreasonable.
of Petco and there's a dude
And what was
in
the
your
other
car,
one I was getting?
if you came out of Petco and there's a dude in your car with a
Inappropriate?
camera,
It's
would
appropriate.
you not ask him a question?
In my car?
Yeah. He's got his camera and he's going in your windows like this. Would you ask him
Yeah,
a
I
question?
probably would.
Yeah, you would.
But
So
you
you
know,
think it's unreasonable that we came out here to ask
I
him
know
why
it's
you're
not
doing
against
that?
the law, so I know
It's
he
not-
doesn't have to answer my questions, and I wouldn't spend all day on it.
I disagree with you, sir. If someone was casing your
I
car,
know the law,
you
man.
would ask him the question.
I know the law on it, so I wouldn't do
Sir.
that. Now, if
Now
I was
you're being
ignorant,
unreasonable.
No, you seem,
if I
you
was
seem
ignorant
like,
of the law and
you
the
don't seem like a
Constitution,
passive guy. Come on.
a what?
You don't seem like a passive guy. I think that you
Passive?
If
you would-
somebody's
you would
in your
confront
window,
him.
I guarantee you're asking.
Yeah.
I guarantee you.
Oh, I just told you I would.
Yeah. So you think it's unreasonable that we came out
But,
here to ask you why
but if
you're
he
doing
didn't
that?
answer me, I wouldn't be out here for an hour, man. You know what I'm saying? Trying to take him to Starbucks.
Say it again.
I said, I know the law, so if I asked him why he's videotaping, so listen, there's no expectation of privacy in public.
No.
I know the law.
Right.
So if he's doing that, I might ask him why. Of course I would. But if he said I don't answer questions, then I already know. I got no authority to make him answer my questions.
But I bet you wouldn't just let it slide. I bet you'd want to ask him.
Sure I would. He didn't break the law. What am I going to do about it?
Dude, if someone's trying to break into
What
your
am I
car,
going to do
you
about it?
ask
Sit there
what
and
he's
talk to
doing.
him and invite him to Starbucks?
Why
I
not?
I want sushi, by the way, man. Forget Starbucks,
Let's go
dude.
get sushi.
What's your name?
Mark.
All right, see, there it is. That wasn't so hard, was
No,
it?
it's not. But
Is
and
it
I don't
really
have-
Mark?
See, but here's the issue.
Is it really, Mark?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
I don't have a problem having a conversation with you, but when you come out here and you're provocative and you're being suspicious, it raises my level of interest. Right?
Now, am I still
If you-
suspicious?
if you had
am I
just-
still suspicious?
Yeah, you are, because you're still videotaping. That's not a reasonable conversation.
Okay. Well, you know that videotaping alone is not.
It's not illegal. You're
It's
free to do
not.
it, sir.
It's not reasonable suspicion.
No, it's not. No, the question is if we had a reasonable
And I already
conversation.
told you that's all I'm doing, man. And you know what? I appreciate all the content you're giving me, man. I really do.
I don't think that you're trying to be as reasonable as you're trying to.
What's your
portray.
definition of reasonable, bud?
If you and I are two individuals
Right.
and I ask you to go get a cup of coffee, is it reasonable for me to pull out a camcorder and videotape a conversation?
No, that's why I
individuals talk-
told you it would be an interview, not
No,
a
I'm not
conversation.
talking about going in here, dude. I said I'd invite you to coffee.
Right. Well, I mean, you want to be buddies, man, Mark?
No, I
you
want to
be
have a
buddies?
reasonable conversation with
You
somebody.
want to be buddies?
I want to have a reasonable conversation with
You
somebody.
want to be buddies with normal guy?
No,
You want to be my buddy?
not really.
Okay. See,
I don't trust
now
you.
you're
at this
becoming
point.
hostile.
I don't trust
I'll
you
be your
at
buddy,
this
dude.
point.
I will be your buddy if you go have a cup of coffee with me.
Man, that's so tempting.
I mean, you came here.
But I
with
can't
questions.
video you. See, that's the problem, man. I don't want to be your buddy. I'm out here trying to change the world, man, for real.
You're trying to change the world?
Yeah, I am.
That's the goal, right? I asked you earlier on what the goal was. You say you want to answer. So what? So now this is the conversation part. Like, what does change the world do for it? Is there something that we can help you with to affect your goal?
You said you had some questions for me, and that tells me that you would like to have a conversation.
All right, I'll tell you what. I'll ask you some questions then. How's that? Since I got you right here.
Only if we're doing
it
reasonably.
Are you field agent?
Only if we're doing it reasonably, which is two people having a conversation, which you said...
Oh, I thought you said you're in for an interview. I don't want to answer questions. I want to ask
No, I just said I don't want an interview. I want a conversation.
You don't want an interview.
No, I want a conversation, dude.
No, I'd probably be outclassed on that, man. You probably got me... you got probably conversation skills that are classified.
With a conversation. You can't outclass them with a conversation. Look, I'm not going to take notes. I'm not going to do anything. I want to have a reasonable conversation because you clearly have questions. And I would like to be able to answer.
Maybe some other. We'll see how this goes. If I can get out of here with all my
no one's gonna do anything to you. You're not in trouble.
How's it going? What's your name? What's your name?
I'll give you mine if you give me yours.
I'll tell you what. I'll do that for you.
Okay.
You first.
Doesn't work that way.
Again, this is the whole reasonableness, right?
You see the public and the federal government's relationship now?
That's not the way it works.
You're suspicious of us. You won't tell us your name. You don't believe what I say.
Well,
I say I'm not up to anything nefarious. This guy doesn't trust me. What did I do to not be trusted?
Understand.
I got this.
Hold on.
I got it.
No, I got it. I've already thought. Understand, if I was to walk onto your property with a camera filming the inside of your vehicles, you would be just as concerned, correct?
I would be concerned, sure.
But you don't expect us to be concerned.
I mean, I'd be concerned.
Especially in the days and times where we've got law enforcement being targeted for all sorts of things. We just lost 2 agents this morning in Florida.
Right. Well, that's part of what I'm doing here. I'm trying to bridge the gap. Okay? And so I don't want to get too much into it, but to answer your question, I answered Mark's question the same way. Of course, I would make me feel a little bit uncomfortable or whatever, uneasy.
Yeah.
But I know the law, which you should know if you're law enforcement. Are you law enforcement?
Yes, sir.
Okay, well then you should know the law. And once you know that there's no law being broken, you're not a feelings enforcer.
I'm not saying there is a law being broken.
So there's really no reason to push it, you know?
Yeah,
Sir,
no.
You did ask to be reasonable, and I told you I'd have a conversation with you.
Okay.
I also gave you my name, which you did not give me yours.
Right. So that's not going to happen.
So you lied to me.
No, I never said I was going to give you. I told him.
You did.
No,
you absolutely did.
Well, and I'm already saying
he
obviously did it with you. You weren't willing to give his name.
Come on, man. I'm trying to be nice to you, and
well,
I'm trying to give you what you want.
This is the options you got.
You wanted to answer. You wanted me to answer you some questions, and I said I'd be willing to do that.
Right.
You'd be willing to have a conversation.
You got
no interviews, no writing, no documentation.
You got ID?
A simple conversation. Sir,
ID?
I'm not going to keep giving you if you're not going to comply with a regular conversation like you wanted to do.
You got ID?
I do have it.
ID?
Yeah.
Can I see it?
Do you have
Can
ID?
you get your hands out of your pockets, please?
Do you have ID?
How's that feel? How's that feel?
It's easy to comply, sir, when I'm not up to any bad
stuff. Okay.
Right?
So compliance.
And if I'm
that's what you want.
Depending on the situation, that could be a lawful order. It's not, I am understanding right now, it's not a lawful order for me to demand you to provide identification.
If I was being detained?
If you were being detained, then yes, that's a lawful order for us to say.
But what about when they tell you to sit on the curb and you're not detained? Or they won't tell you if you're detained?
Have I done that?
So many
okay, I'll tell you what I'm going to do, man. I'm going to go ahead and be a, well, you know what? I'm not going to be a sport yet. I'll be back. Okay, so now your options are to follow me, hoping that that's going to lead you to a vehicle that you can run my plates and find out my ID. Or you can respect my constitutional rights. I'll come here on public property without breaking the law.
This part's not public property. You understand that?
No, I don't.
Yes, this part's not public property.
This part's not public property?
This right in here, when you get in, although it is a public accessible, this is private property. That sidewalk over there is
well, if it's publicly accessible, I can be here.
It's accessible, yes, but it's still private property.
Right, but I can still be here.
All I'm saying is understand that nature.
So you're not going to call the cops on me, are you?
No, I haven't. Have I? They'd be here if I would have called.
Right.
I'm not looking to go through that, but understand under the private property rules, if we wanted to go there, we could discuss trespassing and all that.
So am I
don't
being
wanna
detained
go
right
there.
now?
No, sir.
No,
you can
you're
walk
not
away.
being detained. You can leave
You're
anytime.
gonna follow me? You're gonna follow me?
No, sir. But you asked for a conversation because that's what you came here was to have. You had some questions. I said I'd be willing to do that, and I don't understand why you want to continue to turn me down. You're not going to come inside. I'm not going to record
Because
it. I'm going to go and
you
have
don't
a
really
coffee.
want to be friends with me, man. Listen, I'm not a very likable person. Nobody wants to be my friend. So you've already done something suspicious. It's raised my suspicion.
Come on, sir.
And I know the goal of your conversation. You probably want to practice your skills, man,
Stop trying to
and
twist
see
things.
how much you can get out of me.
Stop trying to twist things. You said you had questions. I'm telling you I have answers.
No,
I don't want to detain you. I don't want to interview or interrogate you. I want to have a friendly conversation with someone that says they want to bridge the gap, which is exactly what you said. I'm willing to do that with you, and you're telling me no. So I don't understand.
I'll tell you what,
you're
man. Since we've gone this far, I'm gonna go ahead and keep going with it. Listen, are you gonna follow me? You guys gonna follow me?
I'm not saying I am, but I'm not saying it's not illegal for me to if I did.
Okay, so that's the problem we got.
Say
Why
this.
is that?
Let's not go coffee. Let's just go for a walk. And you can do whatever you want with it, but that way we are walking and talking. I'm answering the questions. You don't have any concerns about recording or any of that interrogation shit. You wanted questions answered. I'm willing to have the conversation with you. Are you
Well,
willing to do that?
No, I'm not willing to do that.
What about bridging the gap?
Well, that's what I'm saying. After I leave here, if you guys follow
Sure.
me, then we'll, the lawyers get a hold of it, and then that happens
Look
that
how
way.
unreasonable it
We're
is when you
not
say that
doing
you want
anything.
things,
Just
and then-
it's the same way that this is a public accessible area, and you can record anything in a public accessible area. We know that. We can do the same to you. I'm not saying we're going to, but that's legally we can do the same. The same way you can legally do what you're doing now, we can do the same thing.
Okay.
I'm disappointed.
As long as you're in a
I thought you
public
had a point.
recordable area,
Oh, you're
I can
disappointed
do the
in me?
same
I thought you
thing.
had a point.
How old
you
are
came
you,
here
Mark?
saying that you had a
I
point.
don't even know your name's Mark. How about if your name is Steve?
My name is Mark. Okay?
And then how am I going to feel then, man? All heartbroken over there at Starbucks,
I doubt you will. be.
handcuffs on
the
for doing
fact is-
something I didn't do.
If
fact
we
is
could,
that You've already lied
if
to
we
me
had a
3
basis
times.
for doing that,
What'd I lie to
we
you
would have
about?
You lied to me about not having a plan or a purpose. You lied to me about giving me your name. You lied to me about willing to have a conversation with a reasonable person. Okay? I offered you all 3 of those things, and you've continued
Okay.
to say no. So now you're being unreasonable, and you're providing false information.
Okay.
Like, what kind of message does that
Oh,
say?
now you're intimidating me.
No, I'm not, sir.
There you are.
I'm sitting here very
Providing
passively.
false information?
Yes.
Is-
Did you not lie
is-
to me 3 times?
Absolutely not.
Oh, come on.
No,
You're
I'm
the one
sure-
who's going to post this on the
I'm
internet.
sure that you could probably
And
make
everyone
that
will
a
be able to
crime, though.
see.
If you tried, if you go back there, you could probably do it.
If you were committing a crime, yes, I could make it a crime. But
Okay.
you're not committing a crime, and I'm willing to concede that fact, and I'm willing to have a conversation with someone that's willing to be reasonable. And if
No,
you're not willing to do
I
either
don't
one
want
of
to talk
those
to anybody that
things,
calls me a liar, Mark. Hey, you doing any
Fine.
jujitsu?
find whatever
Doing
excuse,
jiu-jitsu?
find whatever excuse you need.
You want to sign a paper? We can roll about it, about calling somebody a liar.
Okay,
You want to sign a paper?
I'll roll with you.
Okay. I'll be back.
Come on.
No, seriously, I'll be back. I ain't gonna end it like that though. But yeah, I didn't lie to you. I don't like being called a liar.
Then don't lie. What's your name?
I'm not going to come back if you keep that kind of crap up,
Sir,
man.
did you not say, I will tell you my name if you tell me yours? I provided
Absolutely
you my name.
not. I told you that you were a public servant and you had to identify.
Come
That
on,
is
sir.
not true.
Now
Look,
when he
to
came,
be
now
honest
when he
with you,
came up here,
now you really are not
it's all
telling
on
the truth.
film.
Yes, it is.
It's all on
Rewind it and
film.
look at it.
I will.
You said, I will tell you
I'll tell you
mine
what, if I
you tell me
said that
yours.
and I lied to you, I'll apologize.
Okay.
All right, and I don't
accept
cut
that.
any of my videos. All right,
I
so if
accept
I
that.
said that and it's on film, I'll apologize.
And you
It's
told,
my bad.
you told my friend that you had no purpose for being here. And then you said, I want to change the world and bridge the gap. I'm willing to do that for you. I'm willing to do that. What would it take to
I
bridge
told
this
him I
gap
was out here
and
filming.
answer the questions that you have?
I'll look at the video
You said you came to
and
the
I'll
door
polish
because
it
you had
up.
some
I'll
questions.
polish up my act for my next stop.
You said you came to the door because you had some questions. I would like to
But
answer
yeah, I
those
wouldn't mind rolling with you, Mark, man. You look like you might be able to know a little. So years don't tell the tale, but we'll see.
questions. The ears? That's fair.
Um.
Is there any questions else I can
So
answer?
yeah, so I gotta walk and see if you're gonna follow me before I know what to do next with you guys. You leave me alone, man. I'll be back and we'll have all that
All right,
friendship and stuff you're talking
All
about.
right, man.
That's
all right.
fine.
But if you're gonna treat me like a criminal, then
How
I'm
are
gonna
we
treat you
treating
like a criminal.
criminal?
You know.
You're not detained. We're not saying you're here staying by your free choice. I'm not.
All right, well, get back to work. I'm not doing anything illegal. Are you supervisor?
Huh?
Or are you just older?
What?
Are you the supervisor or just older?
Well, I'm technically would be called the relief supervisor. Our current supervisor is out of the office.
Okay.
My name is Mark, sir. You can at least give me your first name.
I'm sorry, man.
Come on.
I'll come back. I'll come back, man.
Well, if
follow
you're
me.
gonna be friendly,
Follow me,
that's
man.
the point.
I might be a little rougher, man, when we start to roll. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But,
is there any other questions I can answer for?
No, not at all. Appreciate it, man. You guys have been wonderful, man. Have a great day.
Okay. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Again, he just got done telling you that this is private, and now you're continuing to be.
Tell me where the line is.
Man.
Private.
I don't understand why you.
Look at him. Look at him, guys. I'm on public land right now.
I don't understand why.
Look at him.
Once again, we can explain that.
Why are
The
you
sidewalk's
backing off?
public land. This is private, but
Hey, just remember, I might not be the only photographer.
I'm asking you questions, man.
Mark,
I thought that's what you wanted. Was
I told you from the start, man, you're lying now. I told you I wouldn't answer none of your fucking questions. Now get the fuck out of here.
Come on, sir. Is that reasonable to say?
Absolutely. You've been disrespectful to me. You get what you get what you give.
How was I disrespectful, sir?
Go back to work.
How was I disrespectful?
Go back to
you?
work.
Sir, how was I disrespectful? Did it call for that language?
Go back to work.
Did it call for that language?
Go back to work.
If you're going to be rude to me, sir, I'm not going to be as pleasant with you.
I don't give a shit what you are, man.
Now you just want to poke things?
That's right. Go back to work.
You're a dick, dude.
Yeah, that's why I told you. I don't make friends. You still want to have Starbucks coffee?
Yes, I asked you for coffee.
Yeah. You still want to have Starbucks coffee
I
with
asked
me?
you if you'd like to go and get a cup
A
of
total
coffee with
jerk.
me, and now you don't want to.
Get back to work, Mark.
Okay, sir.
We don't pay you to stand around.
You don't pay me at all, sir.
Tough guy.
Thanks for being so pleasant,
Walk of
sir.
shame, tough guy.
Thanks for being so pleasant.
Walk of shame,
Can I
tough
answer any of
guy.
your questions? Do you have any more questions?
Bye. Back to work.
Well, I'm asking, do you have any more questions?
Back to work.
been
Yeah,
eye-opening,
what's your name and badge number?
Thanks.
That's my question. Your name and badge number.
Sir,
Okay, my name is Special Agent Edward Jacobson. We don't have badge numbers, sorry.
You have an identification number?
Yes, but that is not something we give out publicly. So.
Okay. Good enough. We'll check that out.
Huh?
I'll
Feel
take,
free to
I'll
check
take
it
your
out.
word for it.
You can take my word
Special
for it.
Agent.
You can feel free to check it out.
All right.
So, is there anything else we can help you with?
I've answered that question 100 times, man. You
Okay.
make
Well, then, as far as I'm concerned, then our business should be done here, correct?
I hope so.
Okay.
Leave me alone, it'll be done.
Shouldn't that work both ways?
You're a public servant, man. Start acting like it.
I'm in public service.
You're a public
Yes.
servant. Start acting like it.
How am I not acting like it?
Well, you're still sitting there asking if I have any questions. I've told you 100 times to get back to work. Why don't you go back to work?
Because this would be considered part of me working.
Okay, well, what's your goal here?
Huh?
What's your goal?
What is our goal?
Yeah, what's your goal?
Huh? My goal is essentially determine what businesses you have that you have with us right now.
I'm filming.
Okay?
Okay? That's all you need to know. Get back to work.
Okay. Well, you have fun filming. If you need anything, feel free to push the button. We'll be more than
Well, I
happy to come out
appreciate it. I
and
hope
talk
you
to
mean that.
Okay. I will. I'll come out and talk to you.
All right, there you go. Gave him a little shit. He called me a liar. Not too bad. Well, Mark was getting upset, man. I thought he was about to kick my ass. offices here. All of the things are closed. Alright, FBI guys. If I disappear, you think Mark really wanted to be my buddy? Anybody really think Mark wanted to be my buddy?